Welcome back to the channel, Survivors. Today we're going to be diving back into some Ark Survival Ascended. You guys know the game has officially launched in early access via the Steam platform. And boy, what a rocky start it has been for Wildcard Studios and Ark Survival Ascended. Now, it shouldn't come at any surprise if you guys are an OG player from when Ark Survival Evolved officially launched into early access, because a lot of the same stuff is happening here with Ark Survival Ascended. However, though, it does look like the developers have learned a few things and are on top of their game this time around for Ark Survival Ascended. Check this out. So starting things off, I want to reference an article that was posted by Jat over here on the official Survive the Ark's website. They dropped Achievement Unlocked Your First Day. Now, I'm not going to read the entire article. It's not really super duper long, but I'm not going to read the entire thing. But I do want to just point out kind of what their thought process is and what their plans are when it comes to optimization and bettering Ark Survival Ascended for the players. All right, so starting us off on the very first one, let's talk about here where they say, let's discuss a few key topics. The first is no stranger to Ark games on day one, and that is client-side performance. Working from anecdotal feedback and data provided by players, we have deployed a new client-side update that released tonight that will improve your game's frame rate. The update adds a number of optimizations and better setting assignments for each graphics quality mode, and you'll get an immediate gain basically of FPS upon trying out this new build. Additionally, they mention here tomorrow, which was Saturday yesterday, and into the weekend, we will release further improvements to client performance, including generating a pipeline state object cache to reduce or eliminate the graphic stuttering and hitching, and further optimizing the cloud, sky, and atmosphere shaders. Thank you for bearing with us and our team as we work to ensure the game runs better for various configurations, including this first set of optimizations and many still to come. And many still to come has actually been a thing. If you guys haven't been paying attention, or you don't keep up maybe with the official Discord for Ark Survival, well, they have been putting out a ton of patches, not only via servers, live running, but also have even brought down the servers a few times to add additional optimizations. So taking a look at the official Ark Discord here, we've got the announcement section and the PC patch notes. Now, the announcements, they kind of just do a little general overview and kind of what they're looking at and what they're doing, but to get a more deep dive into what exactly they are fixing or what they have deployed, if we head over to the PC patch notes channel, we can take a look at all of the stuff they have deployed basically from Friday and beyond. So check this out. So this was going to be a big one from Friday. It was the 25.18 server and client version. They say minor version here, but this isn't anything minor, I can promise you that. You can read through all of this stuff, but they basically talk about everything that you can think of. They talk about the Steam DRM has been disabled for the Ark Survival Ascended, and an anonymous depot has been made available. We have the reduced server RAM usage by approximately 6 gigs, which is really nice. They fixed a couple of bugs here and there. One where you could poop infinitely, which is absolutely hilarious. And then we've got just a bunch of different things from taming exploits to performance for the foliage, performance and optimization for player and character dino movement, temperature optimization, you name it, they have done a lot. And that was just on Friday. Since then, this is going to be going into Saturday here. We've got 25.23 version officially going out, where they've added client-side protections to prevent players from listing unofficial servers. We also go literally all the way down this list, everything from just a bunch of improved performance, fixing a bunch of bugs, fixing additional server crashes, because I know a lot of players have been having a ton and tons of issues with their game crashing on them or being kicked from servers, whether it's official and or even private servers. They've got multiple server hangs that have been happening that they've went in and made adjustments to. Again, reduced memory server consumption by approximately 250 to 300 megabytes. Obviously not quite as big as that 6 megabytes that they dropped obviously up here, but nevertheless, guys, I mean, this just 100% shows that Wildcard is working their butts off to get these servers up and running as we expect them to be. Now, obviously, we can address the elephant in the room. All of this stuff could be argued that it should have been in the game as soon as the game officially launched, but I will state that on a development side of things, you really don't know a lot of these issues until you do get thousands and thousands of players on your servers to really push it to their limits. Now, so I will give them that, but obviously it is Wildcard Studios. History has taught us to expect this with this company, especially coming out of Ark Survival Evolved. So me personally, going into it, this is exactly what I expected. However, giving credit where credit is due, they do seem to be doing what they need to and staying up on top of getting these major issues fixed and hopefully offering the amount of optimization that players need to really fine-tune the game. And I can tell you right now, not only from my personal experience, but also from my private community server that I've been running, hosting approximately 10 to 15 people on it at right now, they have been seeing a ton of quality improvements and, you know, the ability to up their graphical settings and tweak their settings a lot more since these optimization patches have been dropping in the game. So absolutely, you got to give a little shout out here to Wildcard Studios for putting in the work and getting it done, even though it could be argued it should have been done prior to the game's official launch. Now, moving on to another big topic right now for the Ark community, and that is going to be addressing the console launch and why it was delayed. If you guys take a look here, once again, back on survivetheark.com, they did do another little small, it's kind of a tiny little article here, but they did do a little bit more addressing on what exactly happened and why they had to delay it. All right, so they start off by saying, last night we continued our internal quality assurance process for Ark Survival Ascended, and our team identified some critical issues in the multiplayer version of the game that would have had major implications for the console versions of the game. Unfortunately, due to these issues, we have decided to delay the launch of the Xbox and PlayStation version of the game until November. Additionally, it states, as of now, we are working on 2 tracks. Track 1 is going to be managing the launch of the PC version, and the other track is preparing a patch for the game's console version with the latest content and gameplay updates and fixes. The additional time will let us resolve those specific multiplayer issues and bring the game up to the PC specification, which received a number of critical improvements as the console versions were going through certification. We are still planning on keeping cross-play between Steam and consoles disabled until we have entered the quicker certification process, but the decision could change based on how things are looking with the PC version at the time. The added benefit of this change is that it also enabled us to ensure a smoother console launch, as we'll have fought many of the initial fires with the PC version and have more client-rich and stable modding experience that has been battle-tested when the game becomes available on console. And finally, it states, when the console is ready to be released, a fresh set of official servers will go live with bonus rates for a period of time. They keep that in mind. It's not going to be forever. That will allow players to catch up with the preparation for the cross arc. And as awesome as it is to get more information behind why the consoles specifically were delayed for individual players, it's still a bittersweet situation for a majority of console players that were still desperately diving to get in here and play Ark Survival Ascended, especially those that were looking to play with other friends via cross-platform, either on the Windows version or on the Steam version. Clearly, at this point, it's still going to be postponed until November. However, there's still some positives here to think and to take into consideration. One, as the developers mentioned here in the post, that they're going to be doing a lot of optimization for the PC Steam version, and that they're looking to learn a lot from that and then bring whatever the finalized build is, or the more stable build, to the consoles here in November. So we should 100% expect the console version not to have these exact same issues when it comes to optimization and, you know, things like crashes and, you know, all of that stuff. So hopefully that does mean that with this delay, we're going to see a lot more better performance on the console versions of Ark Survival Ascended. And not only that, here, there's a potential chance, I will tell you this, there's a potential chance that I could see them bringing up the servers sooner than later, even before whatever date they set for November, if they get it all ironed out before then. So either way, guys, stay positive. As always, thank you very much for tuning into today's video, and also thank you guys for supporting the live streams. We've had a huge turnout here the past couple of live streams for Ark Survival Ascended, with me hosting a private server. I don't know if that's what's driving in a lot of other extra views and a lot of people tuning in, or if it's just simply people out there finding my content. But either way, thank you all very much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Ark Survival Ascended related. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I am still doing a giveaway for a free copy of Ark Survival Ascended via the Steam platform. If you're interested in checking that out, don't forget to utilize the link down below in the pinned comment on this video. Fill out the form for a chance to enter. With that being said, though, guys, as always, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.